All right, good morning, everybody. Our point of the day, we are going to be multiplying whole numbers by 10 squared or 10 cubed. You're going to see that our work today is very similar to our last lesson, with just a little shift in some of the vocabulary that we're going to be using, and some new, maybe some language that you might not have heard before. But overall, the concepts are going to be very similar. Um, Most important thing that we're going to take a look at right at the beginning, and I would encourage you right now to pause and make sure you jot this down in your notes, is what an exponent is. So this term is going to be pretty important. So this little number that's floating above our big number is what's called an exponent. And I will explain what that means in just a minute. And then the big number, the 10 that we're looking at right now, is what is called a base. So definitely write those down in your notes. So a base is the number that is being multiplied. The exponent tells you how many times to use the base as a factor. So for example, when I am multiplying 10 by itself, I get 10 times 10. 10 times 10 is called the square of 10. So when I look at all of these on this page, they all really mean the same thing. The first example that we looked at, when I have my base of 10 and 2 as my exponent, what that is telling me to do is to multiply my base times itself 2 times. Okay, so if I look up here, 10 times 10 is the same exact thing as 10 to the second power. Okay, that's how I would read this base and exponent, 10 to the second power. It is also called, you might hear people say, that is 10 squared. Okay, those are all exactly the same thing. This would be another good spot to pause and jot down those things into your notes. So why 10 squared? Okay, if we think about it for a second, it's called 10 squared because if I'm finding the area of a square, I'm multiplying the length times my width. Okay, so if I multiply the same number by itself 2 times, that is really giving me the area of a square. It's going to be the perfect dimensions to create a square. That's just a little background for you on why it's called 10 squared. Okay, so your job right now, you are going to be detectives. In the next open response question, what I want you to do is explain to me if 10 times 2 is the same thing as 10 to the second power. Okay, imagine that 10 times 2 was a little person. They came out and they said, I am the same exact thing as 10 to the second power. Would you say yes, they are the same? Would you say no, they are not the same? And tell me why or why not. If you're stuck, you can rewind the video, look back at the definition of a base and an exponent, look back at our different examples of 10 to the second power, and think about whether or not they are the same. So you're going to answer the question and then move on. Okay, so if I was going to use an exponent to help solve a problem, it's very similar to our work that we did the other day. Okay, so I know that 10 to the second power is the same thing as 10 times 10. 10 times 10 is equal to 100. So whenever I see 10 to the second power, I am really multiplying a number by 100. So all of these problems are 10 to the second power. I am just going to multiply each one by 100. So 35 times 10 to the second power, or times 10 to 100, just like we did the other day, I'm going to write down my first factor. There are 2 zeros in 100, so I'm going to put 2 zeros in my product. My answer is 3,500. I'm going to have you pause the video right now, answer numbers 2 through 4, and then fill them in the question that is going to come right up. All right, so our next exponent that we're going to take a look at is called 10 cubed. Okay, so another important thing to jot down in your notes is 10 times 10 times 10. So now we're just adding on one more, is called the cube of 10. Make sure you pause and write that down. So another important piece of information to jot in your notes is that just like when we looked at 10 squared, all of these are the same. 10 times 10 times 10. I'm taking my base of 10 and I'm multiplying it by itself 3 times. Okay, 10 cubed is the same thing. You might hear people call it that. 10 cubed is the same as 10 times 10 times 10. I would also call it 10 to the third power. Okay, those are all the exact same thing. Okay, why 10 cubed? Just like when I said 10 squared gives me the area of a perfect square, if I multiply 10 by itself 3 times, it's going to give me the volume of a perfect cube. So a similar concept, but I'm just adding in that third dimension. Okay, so if we were to practice using this exponent in a multiplication problem, okay, I look at number 5, I have 88 times 10 to the third power. I know that 10 to the third power is the same exact thing as 10 times 10 times 10. This is equal to 1,000. Okay, so if I am multiplying 88 times 10 to the third power, it's really doing 88 times 1,000. Just like the other day, when I'm multiplying by 1,000, I write my first factor down, and I'm going to write 3 zeros in my product because there are 3 zeros in 1,000. I'm going to have you pause the video, try number 6, and write your answer. Fill your answer in the next question that's going to pop up. All right, so your main thing to remember is that whenever you see 10 to the second power, okay, if you have that exponent in a problem, which would look like this, you are really just thinking, okay, 10 to the second power, that is the same thing as 100. If I ever see 10 to the third power, okay, that is the exact same thing as 1,000. So using that information, you are going to go through, make sure you check back to your math schedule to see what your independent practice is for right now, to work through those workbook pages. Remember, the workbook pages that are assigned, if you do not get through all of them, it is about the quality of your work, and that you are putting forth your best effort. Okay, if you don't get through everything, that is okay, as long as you are working hard for the entire block of your math time.